Meanwhile, here in Indiana, it has been a busy day at the State House, with Republicans now jockeying to take Mike Pence's place in the race for governor. Our Eyewitness News reporter Rich Van Wyk is live tonight with who now hopes to become Indiana's leader. Rich?
You almost need X's and O's on the board, Jenny, to follow where everybody is and what's going on. The road to the governor's office today took some very strange turns. We have three Republicans who walked away from the races they were in to now all compete for the same job. Beating the new deadline by an hour, a Pence campaign attorney delivered the one-page form to the Secretary of State, officially taking Mike Pence's name off the ballot and out of the governor's race.
I am filing withdrawal of the governor from the ballot for the state of Indiana.
10 minutes later, Lieutenant Governor Eric Holcomb was first through the door, withdrawing as candidate for lieutenant governor and putting himself in line to run for the GOP's nomination for governor.
I'll work as hard as it's necessary, and no one, I don't think, has ever questioned my work ethic. I learned that very early on in the United States Navy.
4th District Congressman Todd beat the deadline by 20 minutes. Rokita withdrew from the congressional race to chase the GOP nomination as well. He's already hired a campaign staff.
We did that last week, so you can say a lot of things about Todd Rokita. You can't say he's not prepared.
Away from the media melee, a representative for Congresswoman Susan Brooks filed her withdrawal from the 5th District race with the Election Commission. Brooks wants to be governor too.
It's going to be hard, but I'm excited for the challenge. I'm battle tested when it comes to winning tough elections. I also have a proven track record in fundraising, and you've got to do that. We're going to have to do it incredibly quickly.
A lot of things are happening very quickly. The GOP State Committee not wasting any time. They're going to meet basically 10 days from now on July 26 to select a successor to Mike Pence and put that person's name on the ballot. The other complicating factor here, Jenny, is the fact that people who walked away from their races today, the GOP has to decide who's going to fill those empty spots. The domino effect. It's not going to make those decisions until much later.
Yeah, the scramble has been fascinating. Rich, thanks for updating us on all of that. Now to the Democratic side. Democrat gubernatorial candidate John Gregg says he's the only candidate who's now concentrating on the state of Indiana. We talked to him about whether or not facing Pence changes the way he runs his campaign.
Absolutely not. It's still about the same issues we've been talking about really for the last 4 and 5 years. It's about the economy, it's about better paying jobs, it's about education, providing opportunities, and it's about our state's infrastructure. We're focused on those issues. It's about bringing people together.
Gregg says his campaign has released an economic and infrastructure plan and will stick to it no matter who he faces in November.
And when this year's elections shake out, it is quite possible that Indiana could end up with 2 Democratic senators and a Democratic governor, which hasn't happened since the late 1960s when Roger Brannigan was governor. NBC News political editor Chuck Todd has been watching all of this unfold, and he says no one would have predicted the political shifting winds here even just a few weeks ago.
As far as 21st century Indiana is concerned, that would certainly be an odd result. I do find it fascinating how many Indiana Republicans I've spoken to who quietly are relieved that Pence is off the ballot, believing that they have a better shot at holding the governor's mansion and performing better down ballot with somebody else at the top of the ticket than Pence, because Pence had become polarizing for better or for worse.
And we're following all the reaction to Trump's running mate choice on WTHR.com. You can see tweets and statements from Indiana groups. You can also check out our timeline of Mike Pence's political career and a slideshow of the events of this past week.